Hello everyone and welcome to week 8 of Wushu52, my 52-week program to get back into Wushu shape, and I can't believe it's been 8 weeks. That's amazing. Fantastic. Once again, we're here at the park. Are you ready? Alright, let's go.
So in the week 7 video, I had mentioned how sore I was after the Saturday training with Isaac, which was true, but on Tuesday my body had recovered and I actually felt really good, like I actually wanted to train. But I didn't train on Tuesday. I made up some excuse or another, but for some reason I didn't go even though I felt up for it. It wasn't until Thursday evening that I finally went to the park down the hill to train. And the training was really telling. My power and mobility were improved over the previous weeks, but because I had the power to put more effort into my basics, I started to see just how poor my endurance is. I started off with stretching and then my standing basics, all of which felt pretty good and sharp. As you can see, I was going faster and harder than I have been, but that'll end up biting me in the butt pretty soon.
Hey. Like once a week or so. And then once a week I go somewhere else. Yeah. How about you?
I come every day.
Oh, nice.
But if rainy day, I don't come.
Yeah.
Only nice weather.
It rains up here a lot too. Yeah, I live just up here, but usually it's raining, so I'll have to go somewhere else.
Yeah. Rainy day, a lot of muddy.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
Nice talk to you.
You too.
After that nice chat, I did my stance work, and with my back on the bar, I'm actually able to get a pretty good horse stance, but overall my stances were getting lower and stronger. I even tried a cross-sit stance, which was brutal.
I'm doing things way faster than I normally do. Usually I don't go through the basics this fast, but I feel pretty good, so I powered through. I feel it. But I'm probably no more tired and out of breath than I was the very first day back on January 18th when I was doing basics here. So definitely getting stronger. My stances are way better than they were. Next up is kicks. So just curious to see how those go. Let's find out.
For the kicks, I did something different this time, where I would do the line of kicks and then walk to the far fence and then back to the start as my recovery. It lasted for about 3 lines of kicks, but then the endurance issues really settled in.
What happened to me? 5 minutes? That's about it? I need to pace myself. I'm just going at it too hard. Pace myself. Oh, it's tight. I'm gonna get injured if I go at it like this. I don't care how long it's gonna take me. I have to be here until late. I'm gonna get this done. Still light out. Still have work to do. I'm only 3 kicks in. Even if I can only do 6 kicks and I gotta rest a minute, and then do 6 kicks and rest a minute, 6 kicks and rest a minute. That's what I'm gonna do. Just gotta do 6 of each. Here we go. 6 kicks.
My punch snap kick is challenging. I don't quite have the stability to keep my balance, and I have to keep remembering to turn my waist more to get the extension in the punch. This and the side kick are probably the hardest ones for me to do.
Made it through the kicks. Combos. Gotta at least do the one combo so I can record it. My endurance is crap, but overall my mobility and strength are good. I'm tight, but I think that's just because I didn't do my mobility. Getting tired of hearing my own voice. The reality of doing a weekly vlog on your Wushu progress is 1, often bad progress, and 2, I get tired of hearing my voice and talking about myself. Gotta keep looking at my crappy Wushu all the time. It's improving. It's improving. I can tell. It's getting better. I feel so much better this week. After a couple of days of soreness from Saturday, I feel really good. Like I wanted to train. I didn't, but I wanted to. Oh, I am. I'm training right now. I made it out here. 2 days late, but I'm out. Focus on what I do, not on what I don't. Whoa, where are you going? So, okay, before you cool down, let's do one of the combos, okay? Just one combo. Here we go, one combo.
On Saturday, I hopped back on the bike and made my way to Ala Moana Park. Since this video is coming out on the 1st of March, I thought I would take this opportunity to share a bit about my March training plans and how I'm going to adapt things for the third month of the year. Now, some of you might know that I'm Baha'i, and that there is a Baha'i fast from March 2nd to March 20th, where we don't eat or drink from sunrise to sunset each day. I remember in the past that would always be challenging because it was right before the Berkeley CMAC competition, and training for a competition while you're fasting is not super easy. But after many decades of fasting each year, I'm fairly used to it. However, there are a few considerations I have to make to accommodate for the fast. First, for myself, I know that I can't train during the day. I was lucky that the Wushu schools I always went to had training in the evenings. On the days I have training, as long as I get in some water and a bit of protein or veg, I'm okay. Usually a glass of water for quick hydration before the training, and then a big bottle of water to use while I'm training. I try to schedule my training for about a half an hour after sunset, and I break the fast at sunset with something like a hard-boiled egg and some celery with almond butter, or maybe a protein bar or a piece of toast with something on it. I don't want to make myself too full. I just need to time myself over until I'm done training, and then I can eat a real meal. And this mainly applies to the first week of the fast. The last 2/3 of the fast, I'm usually pretty well adapted and can even train on a fairly empty stomach. Water is vital, of course, but I can usually eat later on. As it is, I usually don't eat my first meal of the day until afternoon, sometimes not until 2 or 3 p.m. So waiting until the sun goes down at 6:30 p.m. isn't too much of a stretch. I suppose one of the benefits of my physical condition is that I have a pretty slow metabolism. But I'm really looking forward to the positive health benefits that come with fasting. The cellular autophagy helps to detox my body and get rid of a lot of the various toxins that have built up over the past year. But anyway, let's get back to the park where I'm about to get ready to train.
So as I said, I'm here at the park. My voice is kind of acting funky, isn't it? My wrist is all inflamed today, so I can't put any pressure on this hand right now. Punching's okay, so no worries there. I just want to be able to, pull myself off the ground. It sounds like, every week this is what's wrong with my body this week or something. I remember somebody had asked, what's the deal with all this stuff? Will it go away? And so, yeah, my chronic health issues are exactly that. They're kind of chronic. I'm putting my shoes on. A lot of them have been around for decades at this point. I know how to get rid of them. It just takes time, concerted effort, of which I haven't been doing a whole lot of, to be honest. I've been focused on training, but not on fixing. So I really need to get off my butt and do stuff about that. One thing at a time, I guess. I was asked to show my scooter, or my bike. There it is right there. It's a Honda Super Cub 125. It's a 2019, so that's a unique colorway. They only had that color in 2019 when the bike was reintroduced to the US market. So internationally, this bike's been around since the 50s, but in the US, they discontinued releasing this bike from like the 70s until 3 years ago. So this is the new version. And it's great for putting around. I can bring it into the park here. Parking is super easy. It just makes life a lot easier, to be honest. So that's great. And Isaac said he'll be here today. So I think he's probably parking over there at the mall, and then he'll be over here shortly. So I'm gonna get through my standing basics because those help me warm up, and then I'll do some stretching when he gets here and work from there. Here we go.
While I waited for Isaac to show up, I did my standing basics. Since my left wrist was having an issue, I wasn't able to do any push palms with that side, so everything was mostly right hand focused. Once Isaac showed up, we did our stretching and chatted for a bit, and then we started our basics. We did some warm-up kicks and warm-up stance work. Overall, I wasn't feeling as loose and limber as I did on Thursday night, but it was a good workout nonetheless. We ended up repeating several of the lines of kick, so I got in a lot more basics practice than I had down on my list. We did 3 lines of Jung Ti Tui, 3 lines of Li He Tui, and more. It was pretty intense, as I haven't really done stuff like that in a while. This was also the first time I did lines of stances. I did a combo with the Mabu Pupu Gongbu, and then I did a empty to high stance transition. The stances need work, but it is better than before. I also did a quick walkthrough of my Nanchuan form combo, but forgot to hit record on the camera, so you'll just have to take my word for it. Isaac also tried to remember some of his Tongbei form, but then ended up practicing jumps while I did some conditioning.
I don't remember it.
So that was the training, and before ending the video, I just want to talk a little bit more about my plans for March. Since I'll be fasting, I'm going to postpone Saturday morning trainings at the park for myself and instead probably move it to Saturday evening at the park that's closer to my house, or maybe at the gym if it's raining. And given my work schedule, I think I'm going to move my Tuesday evening training to Wednesday evening. In fact, it's like 2:30 or 3 a.m. on Tuesday as I'm recording this. I just finished a bunch of work that I have a deadline for tomorrow, so clearly I won't be in any sort of shape to train with so little sleep. I know, I always talk about how important sleep is. I really need to take my own advice. The one thing I can do while fasting is my mobility work. I don't need to eat to do that, so I'm going to pay a lot more attention to that, and I'm also going to do a little bit more of the reverse sled, the tibialis work, and my hip flexor work during this month to really protect the knees and ankles and build up some of that strength. But like I said, it's super late right now, so I'm going to wrap this up and call it a day. Thank you for watching this video. Happy March, everyone. We are 1/6 of the way through the year, and now I'm finished with 8 of my 52 weeks of Wushu52 with just 44 weeks to go. Time is really flying. So until next time, keep training hard. Jayo.
Hello, hello.